Oh, I don't mind just a little. It's driving me out of my mind. Oh, could you spare me the riddle? Hand me a bottle for something that's hollow I can climb inside. It's a Lifetime movie of the week, starring you and I.
Everybody do.
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
I want everybody doing the ba-ba-bas, or I'm throwing you out.
Oh, I don't mind just a little. It's driving me out of my mind. Oh, could you spare me the riddle? Hand me a bottle or something that's hollow I can climb inside. It's a Lifetime movie of the week, starring you and I. Must have not been paying attention when you were just talking to me. Do you think that you could repeat the question? And I listen more attentively. There must have been something in all of that nothing that wasn't quite so easy to see. And I must have missed something when you were just talking. I saw your lips moving, but my head was out walking. I must have missed something when you were just talking to me. Woo!
Melvin Taylor! And I think he just agreed to come next year for the 15th with his band to do a set for us. What do you think of that? I'm already off book and we haven't even started. The chaos that is my life. Hey, anybody know a good lawyer? We don't mention that name in this room. We don't mention the name. Don't give him the satisfaction. It's really hard to believe that we have the absolutely best person in the world to MC this event again tonight. She's a hero veteran of the United States Army. She is a law enforcement officer with the Essex County Sheriff's Department. She has a nonprofit that helps veterans, so if you can give her a check before we leave, that would really be nice. She helps out our veterans. And Jesus Christ, did you just look at her? You're supposed to clap when I say that. Jesus Christ, would you look at her? I gotta train you guys all over again after 14 years? What's that all about? I know she doesn't want people to think she's just a pretty face, and I assure you she is not just a pretty face. She is extremely intelligent, and she cares about our country, and everything she does is about servicing our country. And so I am so happy to have our MC tonight be Tony Wakester.
Thank you, Tom, for the introduction. Very nice.
Very good.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Valley Patriots' 14th annual bash.
You're supposed to clap at that. What's wrong with you guys?
All right.
We don't see each other for a year and you already forget.
Before we start the night, I'd like to thank just some of our sponsors, and I will be thanking more sponsors throughout the evening. So if you don't hear your name or your company now, don't worry, we will get to it. We won't forget about you. We also ask that everyone is respectful and listen to each speaker. If you want to go to the bar and chat, that's okay with us as well, right?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Tonight we want to thank Mike and Phil from Salvatore's Restaurant for donating dinner tonight. How was it? Good, right? Steve Payne from Methuen Cable Access. Jim Ross from Lawrence Cable Access. Our friend DJ Rick Belanti, thank you. Sorry about that. And Bel Air Music Productions. The Lawrence Firefighters Relief for donating the hall, thank you very much. Our friends at Henry's Jewelry and Awards for donating most of the cost of tonight's awards. Bob Prescott from Copy Labs for donating the programs.
Thank you, Bob.
And our wonderful sax player, artist Derek Fioli. Saute and Restaurant for donating the hummus and Pete appetizers by Keith Wadika from Daily Dose Cafe, who has been advertising with the Valley Patriot since its very first edition. Comedian Johnny Joyce and movie producer Boston Dad Daryl Silva.
Where are they? In the room?
Are you guys here?
Where's Johnny Joyce and Daryl Silva? All right.
All right.
Come on. Come sit with us.
Come on up.
We got one seat next to Jeff.
We also like to thank a very, very special thank you to the Valley Patriot Bash Committee who set this up tonight. They worked very, very hard, pretty much nonstop, thanks to Tom. To kick off the night, we have a few words of welcome from meteorologist Al Caprillion. He's best known for his 20 plus years. You hear that? 20 plus years that he spent in broadcast television out in Derry, New Hampshire as a celebrity weatherman. If you understand the hilarity of Good Evening in High Pressure, then you will understand the cult of Caprillion. Al is also an executive columnist for the Valley Patriot, and most people may not know that Al's father, hero veteran Sora, passed away a few weeks ago. So I hope, Al, you will accept all the love from everyone here for your loss, and thank you for coming.
It's El Caprillion, you can do better than that. It's El Caprillion. High pressure! Thank you very much. Thanks. Well, actually, the morning he passed was February 25th. I was upstairs doing the radio for, CAP for Mondays, so I usually do it in the morning for the next day. So I came downstairs and my sister had left a message. I said, well, 8:31 on a Sunday morning. She says, call Mom or me when you get this message. And didn't sound very good, so we don't know, he may have had a stroke. He didn't suffer, he was talking, he was up and around the day before. He had dementia, so he was 92, so he had a great life, and he was proud of all my accomplishments and what I did on TV, so he's with us. And it's hard when you lose a parent, but my mother's still with us, and I'm the oldest of 3 children. So anyway, let's get on to some good news. The good news is we missed that, Tom, that storm, the last one. We had the dry air. You probably saw New York City, New Jersey, Philadelphia had all the snow. We're not going to see much precipitation tonight. Tomorrow night, you're going to have an inch or two as a disturbance comes through. But for tonight, we should have not high pressure, but high pressure. Tom likes doing that. We're going to have some clouds tonight, just a slight chance of a scattered snow shower, but most of the night will be dry. And temperatures will be near 30. Tomorrow, we're going to have some snow showers late in the day tomorrow night. When you get up Sunday morning, it may look a little wintry, but the weather tonight is hot for the bash, and again, this is one of the nights of the whole year that probably Tom doesn't sleep at all. I don't know how he does it, but let's give him a hand for all this hard work. And Tom, thanks for letting me do the weather each month, an article in the newspaper, and keep up the great work, and have a great night.
Got a script there, Al.
Oh. Okay, so everyone, let's see if you guys are smarter than last year's crowd. They blew it on the second try. The left side of the room, anytime tonight that anyone says, good evening, you guys say, good evening. Okay, let's try again. Okay. Come on, one more time. Okay. All right, let's try this. Right side of the room, when I say high pressure, you say? Okay. Don't let me down now. Okay. He does have a script here. See what that? High pressure. Let's left side. Good evening. Right side. It took you all night to think of this, right? You guys are awful. That's what it says here. I didn't write it. He did. I want to say, as much fun as it is here at my 4th Valley Patriot Bash and all you do. Tom, you forgot my sour cream and onion chips.
Forget the sour cream and onions.
So that's strike one. High pressure.
High pressure. See, they're getting good.
Okay, it says point to your left, see if they respond. I want to thank some of our large donors tonight. It's Bobby Sheehan from
Sheen's towing.
Sheehan's Towing, that's it. And we have Marin
Where are you? Martineau.
Martineau's Towing. Sorry about that, I'm just looking at this for the first time. Joe Veal from Cemetery Services.
We love Joey.
And this is Geoff Deal.
Jeff Deal.
Jeff Deal, candidate for U.S. Senate. Yeah, all right, sorry, Jeff. All right. This was an easy one. Tasha Ryan, who donated $800 in cash. Okay, and we have Team Zinc Gal Les, Century 21.
Yay, Joe.
And what's this? Mike from
Mike Gagliardi from Labor's Union 1.
Mike Gagliardi from the Laborers Union 175. We have some very special awards and presentations tonight. I hope you all have a good time, and remember, high pressure. And good evening. Thank you very much. Have a great night.
All right, I'm going to announce the winners of the Valley Patriot 2018 Editor's Choice Award. And the winner is Lawrence City Councilor Mark LaPlante.
No, he's going to introduce them. He's going to introduce them.
You don't have that there.
I don't have that there?
I'm sorry, that's a mistake. Is Mark LaPlante in the room? We want him to read who's going to win the award. He didn't win the award. Where is he? Is he in the room?
Next year, I'll write the script.
Yeah, next year she'll write the script. Can we have Duncan Burns? If Mike Sweeney's in the room, can we have Mike up here? Dave Sullivan, if he's here. Anybody who's ever won an Editor's Choice Award for the Valley Patriot, if you're here. Duncan, is Duncan in the room? I'll do it myself then. Okay.
Help me out, Tom. What am I supposed to read here?
Just read. We're going to start right here. Mark, introduce yourself, and then you can
Okay.
have
Good evening, everybody. My name is Mark LaPlante. I'm a city councilor here in Lawrence. Welcome to District F. Thank you very much. Thank you. So, I've already asked for the previous winner for the Duncan Burns Award, Sweeney and Sullivan, Mike Sweeney
Yeah, they're
and
not
Dave
here.
Sullivan. They're not here.
They'll wait, but they'll be here.
So we have the plaque. Do we have that, Tom? Very good. So tonight's winner for this award, the Duncan Burns Award, goes to Robin Desmet. Desmet. Where's Robin?
Where's Robin? Is Robin with us? Oh, Robin made it!
Robin here? Robin here? Oh, neither.
I told her we only give awards to people who are in the room. She's in the room.
Mark, you're not done.
What am I doing now? What am I supposed to do now?
Is Joe DeMore in the room? Joe DeMore? How about Lawrence Mayor Dan Rivera? Did he show up? All right, thanks everyone for coming. Good night. Yeah, any other veterans that want to come up? Do we have any veterans? And I'd also like Jeff Deal to come up, please. Joe Dunn. Eugene Smith. Mike Amano, if he's in the room yet. I know we got some people that are a little late. Dan Macklin Rivera. We have a hero firefighter, William Pagan, if you could come up. Navy CB Johnny Joyce. If you guys could all come up right here. And we're going to present colors. We're going to do it right, though, right?
Hey, right over here. We're going to have those right through here if you don't mind.
Core Uno. Oh, that's me anyway, right?
Oh, Tom. I'm sitting here.
I had them both.
Hold on! Hold!
Where's our Korean War veteran? Who raised her hand? Who raised your hand? You're a Korean War veteran?
Sorry, Vietnam era.
Vietnam, that works fine. Just come on up. That works out fine. You're delaying my program. Just come up. You know what? I'm going to just do this myself here.
Okay, I got it.
Come with me. Which one of you is Darlene Santos? You're Darlene Santos? Could you please relieve her of colors?
I got it.
Darlene, why don't you come with us over here? And if you guys could just step back a little bit. Darlene is a member of the ROTC, Junior ROTC at Lawrence High School. And every year we give a couple of scholarships to Lawrence High School kids. And Eugene, where's Eugene? Come see me, Eugene. Eugene Smith is a Air Force veteran. He runs a nonprofit for veterans called Military Connections. I'm sorry, Army veteran, I apologize. He has a nonprofit for veterans called Military Connections. He also sits on the board with me of the Lawrence Lions Club. And he said to me a few weeks ago, I came to your bash last year. It's amazing what you do for the kids. I want to give you a $1,000 scholarship for a Lawrence High kid, but I wanted to go to a ROTC kid. Need her bio. So, we took his $1,000, we put it in the bank, and we called Superintendent Jeff Riley, who's here. I assume he's still here? Here he is. You can tell he's not throwing tomatoes at me. I think he likes me again.
No, I still am.
So I went on Facebook and I posted a big thank you to Eugene for giving us $1,000 for an ROTC scholarship. And almost immediately, we had a bunch of other people say, I want to kick in for this scholarship too. So I believe tonight, where's Maria? Do you have the exact number on this?
No.
Of course not, right? I thought I had it written in. Just bear with me 1 second.
Do you have that finance?
I got it. So Darlene, I'm sorry that we're embarrassing you here today. But the $1,000 that we got from Eugene was matched by a whole bunch of other people, and they're all standing here. Jeff Deal gave us $500. We had a bunch of other people kick in. The Lawrence firefighters kicked in $500. So if someone can give me a pen, I want to write a check
Here
for
you go.
$2,500 for Darlene Santos for college. This is actually going to go back to Chris Eldridge when he ever gets here, because it goes to the Lawrence High Alumni Association, but I want to make sure for the picture. He wants to take a picture. And I want to tell you why she got the award. Because there's a lot of kids in ROTC, there's a lot of kids that are in Lawrence High School, but Darlene Santos has worked at Caney Lake Park. She volunteers at Court Unum Meal Center in Lawrence. She's volunteered for the Spigot River Cleanup in Lawrence, Homes for Our Troops in Andover, the National Society of the Daughters of the American Revolution, the National Defense Committee, ROTC Medal awarded, National Honor Society Certificate of Membership, and was awarded High Honor Roll Certificate for Outstanding Grades and Conduct. Tonight, Darlene, there are a lot of people here whom you've never met, who are rooting very hard for your success as you move forward for your college career. But the reason that you're getting this award is because of our friend, United States Army veteran Eugene Smith, who started us off with $1,000. So I'd like you to get in the picture with her with the check, and he's got his own check for $1,000. And everybody who contributed, can we have them come and get in the picture? Mr. Romano, come for the firefighters, and Jeff Deal. Anybody who contributed to the ROTC scholarship. Here's a kid who really deserves it. You know, in an age of Black Lives Matter, in an age where people have no respect for authority, whether it's police or the military or our country or our institutions, there are still kids out here especially in a community like Lawrence, who care about their community, who care about what we stand for, who care about our rights, and are willing to put their lives on the line to defend it. And so I'm very proud of you. Everyone here is very proud of you. And please keep in touch with us and let us know how you do once you get in. And if you guys want to, thank you. And if you guys want to just move over to the side and get more pictures, you can. We're going to try and plow through the rest of this program. We're actually not that far behind, so. Okay, so this goes to Chris.
Riley?
What's that?
Riley?
Mr. Riley, you're still in the room. Why don't you come take the microphone? I understand you had a couple things to say. Jeff Riley just left as the superintendent of schools in Lawrence. How hard is that of a job, huh? How'd you like to be the superintendent of the Lawrence school system? But the reason he left is because Charlie Baker just hired him to be the Secretary of Education for the entire state. So we've got two cabinet secretaries tonight, Francisco Urena, and we've got now the new Secretary of Education, who's still going to be in charge of Lawrence because they're the guys that fund us, Jeff Riley.
Good evening.
Good evening. We'll get him trained sooner or later.
So, almost 7 years ago, Tommy Duggan vowed that he was going to drive me out of the city of Lawrence.
And you're gone.
Within 6 months.
And he's gone.
So 6.5 years later, he finally did it. I want to thank Tommy for the support he's given our kids over the years. It is truly appreciated. I also want to say, however, that I do not like Tommy Duggan. And you should not like Tommy Duggan. This is masochism in extreme form. All that aside, thank you. I may show up in the future to make sure you're still causing trouble and wreaking havoc everywhere you go.
Appreciate that.
Thanks for what you do for our kids.
Thank you. Thank you, Jeff. All right, the room's all filling up now. I'm feeling a little bit better about all this. Oh wait, Jeff, you can't go away yet. Oh no, you can't. We have another Lawrence High School kid that we're going to honor, and you're going to do it. Can we have Joe Zingalis and Team Zingalis from Century 21? Joe Zingalis has been an advertiser with us forever. He sponsors my podcast, and you guys probably should too. I need the money. I'm going to have a lot of legal bills shortly. So Joe, why don't you come up with Team Zingalis? Make sure you bring Griselle. I see she's don't let her put a coat on. That's not right. Joe called me and said we want to come in again this year. If you want to do it in the front, you can. It'll probably be better for the pictures.
Over there in front?
Yeah, in the front. And I'll give you this.
You don't want me next to you?
Wait, down here?
Yeah, I'm going to come down. He called me and he said he wanted to do this again. Last year he gave us $1,000 right here in front of the podium here. He and his sister, Rosanna Zingalis Lopez, gave us $1,000, and we allowed them to pick the kid that they wanted to give a scholarship to. And I'm going to let them explain who they picked and why they picked him.
Okay.
Here you go. You need this though.
The eyes are just not what they used to be, so. Well, thank you for, Tom, thank you for having us again this year. It's a real honor to be here. My sister and I are, well, I'm an immigrant from Sicily. She was born here. But when my father came to this country, he resided in Lawrence. And that's where we grew up for 25 years. So Lawrence has a special place in our heart. And it gave us everything we have today. So it's very important to me, to my sister, that we give back to the community. And we try to give back as much as we can. This year, hold on a second. You want to add anything?
Oh, I'm good.
She doesn't like to speak in public. This year, we are, the scholarship winner is a Lawrence High School senior. He's a dedicated, passionate, humble, team-first leader who's always willing to sacrifice for the greater good. As I mentioned, he's a senior at Lawrence High, class of 2018. His GPA average is much better than what mine was. 3.0 taking advanced placement classes. He's a 3-year varsity and 2-year captain of the MD champion basketball team. He participated on the football and track teams as well. He volunteers in many community activities. He also tutors in reading to grammar school children. Besides doing all that, he still has time to coach and mentor 7th and 8th graders at the Lawrence Y Smart Hoops program. Rosanna and I, Team Zingales, we are honored to give Christian Kinsley a $1,000 scholarship.
I don't like to speak in public,
There you go.
but our heart and soul is in this city. We have recently, not recently, but we are in Methuen now, but you can't take the Lawrence girl out of the Lawrence city. So I'm happy for Christian. I wish you nothing but good luck. And I know you'll do great. I know you'll do great.
And Tom's not here to take the mic, so everybody gets $10 to go home. Where is he? Oh, here.
Alrighty. Just to let you know, anybody who's looking for stuff on my Facebook page, I just got banned from Facebook while I was sitting here. I tried to go live and they let me know that I'm banned again. So the censorship continues. We're going to talk about that a little bit more later on. Can we have our good friend Jessica Finicaro, who's really taking an ass kicking in Methuen? Where is she? Jessica, where are you, honey? Is Mike Gagliardi actually in the room this year? Did he make it? I talked to him 20 minutes before we started. He said he was on his way, but I didn't ask him from on his way from where. We need that check. Jessica, you're supposed to be coming this way. I don't know where you're going.
Hey everybody, my name is Jessica Finicaro. I'm a Methuen City Councilor, and I used to serve representing Methuen on the Greater Lawrence Technical School Committee. And so Mike wasn't here, right?
I didn't see him yet.
Okay. Can we also have Methuen School Committee members, Jana Di Natale, Jana Zani Pesci, DJ D. Can you guys all come to the front? Yeah, they deserve a round of applause. Come on, guys.
Pretend you're happy to be here.
All right, can I also get State Representative and candidate for State Senate, Diana DiZoglio, up here, please? And Francisco Urena. And can I also get Kate Keys, Business Technology Instructor of the Greater Lawrence Technical School? Kate Keys. All right, so I wanted to announce a very, very special winner of an award this evening. The award for the Greater Lawrence Valley Patriot Scholarship goes to Jordana Cepeda. I wanted to let you know that we also have her father Juan over here too. I wanted to thank the folks who actually donated the money. We got $1,000 scholarship from Michael Gagliardi from the Laborers Union Local 175. He donated $1,000. And do we have Tim Wood, owner of the Loop Weekly, in the audience? All right, well, Tim Wood donated $500 to this scholarship as well. If we can give a round of applause for him too. So I was really honored to be able to give this scholarship. There were a lot of very qualified candidates, and I'm grateful that Tom allows me to pick the winner every year. It's something that is a really wonderful feeling. Jordana is the daughter of Brenda Liz Ortega and Juan Cepeda, resides in Methuen, and she's in the Business Technology program at Greater Lawrence Tech School. As a result of her exceptional work ethic in her career area, she's obtained employment through the Cooperative Education Program at Greater Lawrence Tech. She's excelled academically and maintains a 3.6 GPA. She is a John and Abigail Adams Scholar. She's volunteered at the Cor Unum and at Lawrence Senior Center. She's a member of the Stand and Deliver mentoring program at Raytheon. And as if she had some free time, she also volunteers as a manager of the track and field, swim, and boys soccer teams as well. Her plan is to study chemical engineering at a 4-year university, which is UMass Lowell. And I just wanted to say congratulations, Jordana. You're going to go very far. Thank you.
State Representative Lenny Merritt is a staple here at the Valley Patriot Bash. He's from Newbury. Newbury, right? West Newbury?
West Newbury.
West Newbury. I always get that wrong no matter how many times he corrects me. He just wrote a book. He just wrote a novel called Boston Sort of Legal. And it's a novel about political corruption. And there happens to be a character in the book named Tom Duggan, who's an investigative reporter who swills whiskey and carries a gun. I don't know what that means. We decided we wanted to do a scholarship for a kid that went to Whittier High School. This is the first time we've given a scholarship to a kid from Whittier. Mostly because the kid who's getting this award has been at this bash for the last 4 years, helping us to sell raffle tickets and volunteering his time. And when we were looking to do scholarships, the first thing that I thought was, boy, if we're going to give a scholarship to somebody, we ought to be giving it to somebody that comes and helps us every year, because we believe in helping. Right, Angelo, from A&M Auto Body over there? Right over there, you take care of the people who takes care of you, right? Absolutely, over there. So I want everybody to give a round of applause to Lenny. Lenny, round of applause. We have Rich Russell come up. Is Alan Potvin in the room? Did Alan come? I know he had to work, but he said he might sneak out. No? And Al Velo. Where's Al Velo? You magnificent bastard. Al Velo showed up at my office last week and said, how short are you on your $1,000 goal for your Whittier scholarship? I said, we need $300 more. He pulled out his checkbook and wrote a check for $300. And I'm going to turn this over to Lenny Merritt to tell you why Sean Runge is actually getting this award. Give me a chance to write the check. Right there where it starts. Lenny. Yep. Where's the microphone? Oh, yeah, that might help, right? Total chaos.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming out. My name is Lenny Merritt, I'm a state rep from West Newbury. I'm proud to be honoring the recipient of this award. Now, as they call your name, please come to the front. This year we had 3 other individuals who contributed to our first ever Whittier High School Scholarship. Rich Russell, Alan Potvin, and Al Velo. Rich Russell, Alan Potvin, and Al Velo. Hello.
All right, I'll do the damn coach.
Sean Runge is a senior studying electrical technology at Whittier Tech. He is named a commended student in the 2018 National Merit Scholarship Program and is at the top of his class. He plans on going to UMass Lowell to study chemical engineering and is considering pursuing a medical degree. He is active in his church and a member of the Knights of Columbus. His interests include history and politics. Sean also donated his time 2 years in a row to selling raffle tickets here at the Valley Patriots 12th and 13th Anniversary Bash. Congratulations, Sean Runge.
Nobody can. See, we got more people coming in. This is good. Nobody can say that it's the snow that drove everybody away today. Okay, so I need your attention for a second. So, is Tasha Kidsman in the room? Can Tasha come up? Is she here? I know she's here. She's beautiful, you can't miss her. Jen Canan, is Jen here? May I tell her not to come? All right. I'm just kidding, it's a joke. Mike Mamola from Mamola Electric, are you here? Joey Veal? Joey Veal make it yet? Mike Bucco, Francisco Polino, the Cruz from Montano Towing, I know they came, I saw them, they're probably in the bar, right? Those guys. Kevin Leach, Mark DeSalvo, anybody, Bobby Sheehan? Anybody? Bobby Sheehan. I can't see who that is, I don't have my glasses on. Oh, Mark, come on over, Mark. My good friend Al Velo, you gotta come back up. Where's Al? And Katie Cook, is Katie Cook in the room? She said she might be here. She actually asked to present this award, so she should probably be here. Al Velo came to my office, as I told you a few minutes ago, and he said he wanted to kick in the balance of what we needed for the Whittier Scholarship. He gave us the $300 to get to our $1,000 goal on that. And then, oh, you're gonna wanna save your applause because it gets way better than that. So while he was in my office, he said, you know, I know you have a really packed program and it's chaos every year and you're always trying to cram a lot of things in, but I'd like to start off a scholarship for Dan Cody, who was tragically killed last week on Route 495, working for Cody's towing company. And he pulled out his checkbook and wrote us a check for $500 and said he wanted to start off a scholarship for a kid in Dan Cody's name, and started a Dan Cody Memorial Scholarship. So I went online and I thanked Al Velo for giving us a check for $500. And as is always the case with Valley Patriot supporters and Valley Patriot readers and members of the Valley Patriot family, you guys stepped up and said, we want to give more. So when all of that nonsense was done for a whole day on Facebook, everybody's trying to outdo each other, bidding more money on this scholarship. Believe it or not, we've never given this amount of money out at any bash ever. As of this minute, we've raised $3,700 for a scholarship in the name of Dan Cody. And our first scholarship is going to go to somebody very special. Is Camry Adams with us? And the Adams family, no jokes. The Adams family, Camry Adams, come up please. So one of the things that Al Velo said when he started to establish this scholarship was that he wanted it to go to a kid. Stand next to Al over here, Camry. And if your dad wants to too, he can as well. I said, what's the criteria? Because whenever we do a scholarship, we ask the people who start the scholarship what their criteria is. And he said he wanted it to go to a kid who graduated from Thompson Grammar School, which is great because my kids went to Thompson Grammar School. And I said, why do you want it to go to a kid who graduated from Thompson? He said, that's where Dan Cody's kids go. And maybe someday, his kids will be here getting this scholarship. So, Camry graduated from Thompson School. It's one of the reasons we started looking at her as a recipient of this award, but it gets so much better. You know, Camry attended the Thompson, and which is a requirement for this award. She attended the Kittredge Elementary School, the middle school, then the high school. She's a member of the Best Buddies program, the Special Olympics basketball and gymnastics program, the North Andover Youth Center, the North Andover High School Chorus. She volunteers whenever possible behind the scenes at various North Andover High School events, including Mr. North Andover, the Coffee House. She tutors fellow special needs classmates whenever possible. She helps her fellow special needs friends get to class and get to places on time. She's dating one of her best friends, Will, with whom she has been best friends since 6th grade. She went from doing the alt MCAS. I don't think most people know that if you're special needs, they don't let you take the actual MCAS. They give you an alternative MCAS. Well, she took the alternative MCAS, and she passed with flying colors, so they gave her the regular MCAS, and she passed that too. And so she's going to qualify for the regular graduation of 2019. I want to make sure I have this right before I actually announce it, because it really is horrible when you announce it and you have to change it, right? So, give me one sec. Well, we have a check here, but I think my math is wrong. We have a check here for $1,000 for Northern Essex Community College to help you with your school, because I understand you want to be a special needs teacher, and that's really awesome. Congratulations. We miss you upstairs. Sit down here and get some pictures in front of Rich. Where is Chris? Chris, I need you up here. Seriously. This is Dan Cody's girl, 1027. Okay. We also have a young lady here. Stay up there for a second, because we got one more, right? We also have, can we have Jamie Plodzik and her family come up? Are you here? I have to rewrite this. So this is like when I'm doing radio, when I'm doing on-air production while I'm on radio instead of broadcasting, right? Yeah, Chris, if you could just help me organize up here, that would be really helpful, because we had a couple people don't show up yet. I just need organization back here. Jamie Plodzik is a senior at North Andover High School. She attended the Thompson School and is very involved in community service. By the way, thank you for going to the Thompson School. Not like you had a choice out of that, but my kids went to Thompson, Dan Cody's kids went to Thompson. It's a pretty damn good school, right? She played volleyball and decided to change her athletic focus toward long distance running. She was an indoor track captain this year for the girls team. She's been part of the cross country and track and field program for the past 3 years. Her main event is a 2-mile in which she qualified for states this past winter with a personal record of 12.06. That's a round of applause right there, 12.06, come on. She was also awarded MVP this year for the girls cross country. Jamie says her interest in running led her to want to pursue an education in dietetics. And I actually had to look that up because I didn't think that was a real word, but it's true. And food science in order to become a registered dietitian. She's been involved in concert choir in high school all 4 years, has been a member of the National Honor Society since her junior year, and volunteers at the Special Olympics basketball team. Loves working with special needs kids. So this is great. We got 2 kids. We have a special needs kid and a kid that likes to work with special needs kids. It just worked out perfect. I couldn't have planned that any better myself. Last February, Jamie went on a week-long service trip to the Dominican Republic to volunteer at local environmental centers and a girls' recreation center. She is AP Spanish and has been a student chairperson of the Massachusetts Breast Cancer Coalition for the past 2 years and helps organize events for it on the Cape and fundraises money for them. Jamie is deciding between the University of, have you decided yet, Jamie? She's deciding in 2 weeks, so we all have to come back here in 2 weeks to find out, right? She's trying to decide between University of Vermont and Virginia Tech for a nutrition dietetics major. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Camry Adams, Jamie Plodzik, the very first Dan Cody Memorial Scholarship Award. And I didn't tell you how much we're giving Jamie yet, did I?
I have none.
Jamie, I'm sorry, we kind of misled you a little bit. When we awarded this, we said that we were going to give you $500 for your college, and I'm sure you were very excited about that. I'm sure Mom and Dad were really excited about that. We lied a little bit. Instead of giving you $500, we're going to give you $2,700 to help you with your college. Dad was more excited than she was. Did you see him get all excited? Come in the front. Jamie, come down here and get a picture. And I want you to know that these are all the people who kicked into the scholarship to make these awards for both Jamie and Camry. And before we finish, I just want to tell one quick story, because this lady, Tasha, come here, Tasha. That's for you. Tasha called me. I have no idea who this girl is. I've never met her before. She follows me on Facebook, so she's obviously very psychotic. She sent me an instant message and said, "Can I call you on the phone?" That's always a good thing, by the way. Don't call me unless you ask me if it's okay to call me on the phone, because I spend way too much time on the phone. She came and she met with me and she said that a few years ago. Do you want to tell your story real quick, or would you rather me just sum it up for you? Okay, she's very, very shy. She was in a horrible, horrible car accident a few years ago where she almost died. And the Cody family, who's not here tonight because obviously they're grieving for Dan Cody, stepped up to the plate, and Frank Cody, when they towed her car after the accident, she was in the hospital for a number of weeks and months, right? They didn't charge her a towing fee the whole time she was in the hospital. They gave her car back without charging her anything. And she said, Frank Cody came to my house and made sure that she runs a daycare center, to make sure that my workers got to and from work, that we had somebody to cover us while I was in the hospital and trying to get better. And she said, "Can I give $800 in cash for the Dan Cody scholarship? I want to make sure it goes to a good place." So number one, we're all really glad you're still with us, because that accident could have gone very, very differently, maybe one inch one way or the other. So thank you for that. And also thank you for stepping up to the plate and contributing so that we can help these fine young people get to college and have hopefully a future in the future that they want. Oh, that's so nice. Now next year, I hope you guys will kick in a little more, because I've never gotten up here. You guys have been here 14 years, right? We've never gotten up and giving $2,000, $3,000. This is craziness, right? And hopefully as we keep going, more people will kick in even just a little bit, and next year we can give a little bit more and we can help these kids have a future and at least give them a shot. Now when you get to college, failing or passing is up to you. It's up to how hard you guys work, but you have to understand we're all rooting for you. So when it starts to get really hard, when you start thinking about maybe this isn't for me, maybe I'm in over my head, I want you to think of all the people in this room cheering for you tonight and all the people who took money out of their own pocket to help you get to college, and know that we're rooting for you and we want you to keep going, okay? Does anybody want to say anything at all that gave? Al, do you want to say something?
No, actually, you know what I do? So I'm going to pledge right now that every year I give the same amount of money to this scholarship.
Phenomenal. So we're already starting off with $500 for next year. Now, since you have so much money, do you have any money you could lend me for a lawyer? Because I could use some legal representation right about now. I don't know if you read the paper the other day. So, all right, thank you very much. If you guys want to take more pictures, you want to just move to the side over here where you can take all the pictures you want. We got them all? So where are the Carol girls? They're selling 50-50 raffles. So you guys got to walk around and show everybody how beautiful you are. They'll all be buying tickets off you. They walked by me. I wanted to buy something off them. I didn't even know they were selling anything. Our 50-50 is up to $450. That's pretty good. All right, you've been, we've let her slack off for the beginning of the program, and I kind of took over a little bit. So I'm going to turn this back over to Tony. Unless you want me to do it, if you just want to hang out, and I'll just take over the whole program.
Sure.
Her boss didn't show up.
However, I'd like to say something.
Okay, now or whenever?
Yes, and
Yes, and later? All right. Give it up for Tony. She has something she said she wants to say.
Where's Jamie?
Jamie Pludzik, the girl?
Yes.
Jamie!
Jamie.
Jamie Pludzik.
Tom, how much did you say her scholarship was for?
We gave her $2,700.
$2,700. I'd like to make that even $3,000 and donate $300 to the scholarship. And I'd just like to say thank you for everything that you do to inspire others. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Did you give her a check? I'm gonna mail it to her. Okay. That's really nice when people in the room just go, hey, you know what? Here's a couple extra bucks for you. That's awesome. Oh, boy. Wow, this is painful. Woo! Not as bad as 3 years ago, though, right? Anybody in the room 3 years ago? That was a total nightmare. But you know what was really funny? As bad as it is when you're in the room when we have an event like that and something goes really, really wrong, watching the video of everybody being uncomfortable afterwards, like a couple of days later, is absolutely hysterical. And by the way, how about Al Caprilli reading all the instructions that are in the script that he's not supposed to read? That's absolutely hysterical. Yeah, we tell him to do that, though. Just want you to know. Comedian Johnny Joyce was with us last year, and we ran a little short on time, as we always do at this event, because we try and cram way too much crap into this program. But it's really important stuff, so that's why we do it. He didn't get a chance to finish last year, and we want to give him a chance this year to make you guys laugh. He's the winner of the Boston Herald Funniest Comedian. He was awarded Boston's Best Comedians, is a national comedian. You can see him at Foxwoods locally if you want to go see this guy be funny. He's actually pretty funny even when he's not trying to be funny, which is actually funny in and of itself. You know him, you love him, and he's, by the way, a hero veteran. He's a Navy Seabee. Let's give it up for Johnny Joyce. Where is he? There he is.
How about it for Tom Duggan, everybody? Give him a big hand. Tom Duggan. How about for all the kids that got the awards tonight? Give them a big hand. Yes, I was here last year. The program ran a little late, and I still got to perform. How about it for your troops overseas fighting the war on terror? I don't think we say that enough in our regular lives. How about it for the troops overseas fighting the war on terror? Yes, I am a U.S. Navy Seabee. I'm glad I could be here tonight. This is my second time here. I'd like to thank Tom once again for having me. And you guys look great. You must be ready to laugh. You look so interested. Are you? I had to go out today and buy this jacket. You guys like it? Look at it. It's camouflage. Nice, huh? Bought it today at Kohl's. I'm a big shopper. Got it for 13 bucks. I know what you're all thinking. You want the same jacket, don't you? Well, guess what? I got the last one on the rack. So you can't get one. Get pulled over by the cops, they'll be like, we didn't even see you go by. Camouflage, get it? Hey, I just won $5,000 at Foxwoods. How about it? 5,000 bucks. Yeah. And I put back 3,000. How about it? What a loser I am. I had this old lady sitting right next to me smoking a cigarette. Right next to me inside the casino with an oxygen tank. Yeah, with an oxygen tank. You know, the older folks, they like the casino, right? She's right next to me, man. She's smoking a cigarette with an oxygen tank. I hit the button, I hit for 3,500. I said, whoa, 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 whoa. You gotta put that cigarette out. You're gonna blow this casino up. She looked right at me, she goes, don't worry, I shut the tank off. Thank you. They get so mad when they're winning. And when you're winning, they're even more mad. I had this old gentleman next to me. He got mad when I hit the button again and hit for 1,000 bucks. He said, I was on that machine for 15 minutes before you, and you sit down and you start winning. And he gets up and walks away. Walks away. He's all pissed off at me. So all of a sudden, I hit the button again. I hit for 500. All of a sudden, I see, I'll kill you. He's trying to come at me with the walker. It took him 3 days to get to me. Hey, you guys are great. Check me out on bostonsbestcomedians.com. Thank you very much for having me. If you have an event coming up, a private party, special event, fundraiser, join us. Boston'sBestComedians.com is your exclusive website for all types of fundraisers, comedy nights, and everything else. I hope you can find me on Facebook, Johnny Joyce. I have 5,000 friends. If you inbox me, I'll delete a couple.
He's by the door.
Because I have 5,000 friends on Facebook, I don't think I have a friend in real life. I'm just kidding. Thanks a lot, I'm just kidding. Thank you very much for having me, Tom.
If you follow Tom on Facebook Live when he's chasing police calls in Lawrence, you should recognize movie producer Daryl Silver's music because Tom plays it non-stop in his car while he's out lurking. Thanks, Tom. He's made movies, written and performed his own music, produces television as well as online commercials, but is best known as Boston Dad, Daryl C. Silva. Woo!
Thank you. How's everyone doing? All right.
I promised you sushi.
Yeah, oh, sushi, me, I'll eat it now. Yeah, absolutely. Save it for me. I don't care if it gets hot, I'll still eat it. All right, I'm very excited to at least see, 3/4 of a room here. This is beautiful. Oh my God, this is awesome. All right, so are we gonna do the roast? We'll do the roast first? Because I'm wicked excited about that, that's for sure. Anyway, it's good to see a lot of familiar faces and a lot of good friends here tonight. I actually just got in early this morning. He's a very, very popular man, absolutely. And I wrote a little roast for him. It's a little parody from one of my favorite artists. His name is Elvis Presley. And it's the Jailhouse Rock. But we're calling it Tommy Duggan Rocks. And obviously, if you're here, you agree with that. So, here we go. All right. Tommy Duggan, I got something to say. Your dad will be proud of the man you are today. You stand for what is right and fight against what's wrong. But please stop asking if you can date my mom. Tom rocks. Tommy Duggan, you rock. Come on now. All the politicians, local cops are paying Tommy Duggan off. You ride around the city filming with your phone. We all still wonder if you have a home. You piss people off and don't even care. And almost got whacked by a former mayor. Tom rocks. Tommy Duggan, you rock. Every hooker on every block is paying Tommy Duggan off. You fight to make the world a better place, but when it comes to chicks, sir, you have no taste. As long as it walks, then it's fine with you. As soon as she talks, you tell her it's through. Tom rocks. Tommy Duggan, you rock. If it's a Democrat and it talks, it pisses Tommy Duggan off. Woo! You know what? Tommy likes this seat up here so we can choose what chicks to buy drinks for later, using bash money. You go online begging for cigs and food and asking chicks if they're in the mood. You launder all the money from the yearly bash after spending 6 months kissing everyone's ass. Tom rocks. Tommy Duggan, you rock. You're a Republican who just won't stop paying all your porn stars off. We know bottom line, you got a heart of gold. You play your cards like you're cold. But let's be honest, we know all you do is for your dad who inspires you. Tom rocks. Tommy Duggan, you rock. Your dad was the best damn cop. And because of him, this bash won't stop. This bash will never stop. Cause Tommy Senior rocks. This bash will never stop, cause Tommy Senior rocks. Yes. This bash, this song, all in your memory, sir. God bless you. Your passing was not and will never be in vain. Thank you for your service, truly.
Thank you, Darryl.
All right. All right, this next song is called The Road. It is a song I wrote. You probably heard Tommy, gotta love him, play it many, many, many times. And what's interesting is he plays it while he's on the road. So I find that very interesting to say the least. You know what, Lawrence, right now, especially with the crisis going on, we're seeing a lot of people who are really good people and who are struggling and are really going through a lot. And I just want to encourage a lot of people here. You give the money you give. You donate the money you donate. You give the time you do because you obviously believe in people. And I want to encourage you to continue to do that. Just continue. And this song is about people that I grew up with that are no longer here in this world, and because of their weaknesses, they inspired my strengths, and I'm very grateful. So nobody's life is ever in vain, and this is the song. It's called The Road. Here we go. All right, people, clap your hands. Come on now. All right, Tom, this is for you, buddy. This is why I'm here. Born was just a name, trying to find freedom. They gotta rock and roll. It helps to release some.
Is this on?
Is this on? Addiction spits me out. Now I stand here all alone, wonder what life is all about. What I'm trying to do. Now I'm trying to find myself, just trickling down the road. Help me, Lord, to help myself as I triggle on down the road. And I'm picturing Tom in that beautiful car of his right now. Woo! It's on the rise, and weakness is the season. Here we go. The will is inside your soul, and the demons, you can beat them. Cause love is what we all dream. For music, that's what I hear. I see sad people every day. To be them is what I fear. Lord, help me find myself as I triggle on down the road. Help me, Lord, to help myself as I triggle on down the road. And all the people say, na 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 na. Here we go. Wave your arms like this. Come on now. Woo! There we go. The Valley Patriot Bash, baby. All right. Yes. That's it. I want to take a moment right now during this little break, and I want to just thank again everybody that is here tonight to support this amazing cause and for giving of yourself, your heart, your money, and everything you do. Because everybody here is making a difference, and God bless you for it. We're still alive, guys. That's a blessing all on its own. All right. And Ricky Belanti, thank you for your service, sir, over here. You're the best. Here we go. Next to be heard at Tommy's car next week. All right. I'm trying to find myself, just trickling down the road. Here we go, Tom. So help me, Lord, to help myself as I triggle on down the road. Now I'm trying to find myself, just trickling down the road. So help me, Lord, to help myself as I triggle on down the road. Come on, here we go. Let's see those arms now. For those of you that can move them, here we go. Yeah. All right, guys. One life. Let's get excited. Here we go. Now I'm trying to find myself, just trickling down the road. Help me, Lord, to help myself as I triggle on down the road. So I'm gonna let you count it off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. All right.
I want na-na-nas and nobody's coming back.
Oh! Na 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 na. There we go. We love you, Lawrence. We love you, Methuen. We love you, North Andover. We love you, Andover. We just love Minga Valley. Woo! Tommy, they love you, baby. Here we go. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Is there still food? I hope so. I'll be hungry after this. Here we go. Now I found myself, I reached the end of the road. I ask you to help somebody else as they trig along down the road. Pick someone else up, guys. Help them. Lead them the way. You guys rock. Love you. Woo! Tommy, God bless you, buddy.
Thank you.
Phenomenal. I don't even care if you guys didn't like that. I liked it. Oh boy.
All right, Tom, I know this isn't part of the script that you wrote for us. However, some may know him as Crazy Tom on Facebook, but he's more than just crazy. He's generous and he's caring. Yes, it's true, he's caring. He may not show it all the time.
Not really.
At least he doesn't want to show it in front of everyone. He's also passionate about honoring those who truly, truly deserve it. We all know that Tom was worried about the total of donations, as I'm sure you all saw on Facebook at all hours of the day and night. I don't know how he does it. He gets about 2 hours sleep, I think, a week. So I'd also like to thank those of you who stop by the office and drop off cigarettes, coffee, sushi, anything that he asks for, basically. Taco Bell. Taco Bell, yes, thank you. So I'd like to have everyone in this room to please join me in thanking Tom for everything that he does for our community.